Hey, welcome back to the Half Thumb Homestead. We're up here in Idaho and we're going to put in this hydrant. It used to be installed down over there. It was installed wrong. It was installed right into the dirt where the weep hole here can get clogged. You don't want that. So what I've done is I've taken a bucket that I spent a lot of money on. I think it was free this week. And I got a lid. I've cut the bottom out with a U-channel for the water hose to go in. We're going to put this bucket in there. We're going to drive a T-post in the ground. We're going to fill this bucket with rock just below where the pipe comes through. We'll run the pipe in. We'll connect it. We're going to do all that, but I might do it a little bit different. That's kind of what the consensus of what we're doing. And then we'll put the lid on. The lid will go over the top and seal, and then we'll put some fabric on here to keep the dirt from getting inside the rock, and that'll be our house for our hydrant. That way the weep hole won't get clogged. We're going to start off by putting in the T-post. Got to make sure we have a level ground down there for it. Got to make sure our bucket fits too. Let me fall in this hole. I just want you to know that using a T-post driver is not how I lost my thumb. Don't forget, when I hit 100 subscribers, I'll give you some hints of actually what I did to lose my thumb. So I've already ran the water hose. It's here. I got my tracer wire on it. So the hardest part is going to be installing that on here. So we'll put the T-post in first, then we'll connect this to the hydrant, drop the bucket over the top. We'll make sure that our lid's in there somewhere too. So we need to be about, I think, 4 feet here in Idaho. 42 inches I think is what they say, the freeze line, 36. I'm about 5 feet deep right now, which is fine because I have a big hose. That's what she said. So we'll stick the T-post in first. I'll show you a couple swings on this. Anybody can do it, so I'm not going to sit here and watch the whole thing. So I got the T-post in the ground. It's really straight. Straight now. All this does is provide some rigidity to the post, or to the hydrant, so it doesn't wobble around in the dirt. So we're going to put it in here after we hook the line up. And we're going to wire to it just to hold it so it's straight. So I'll be back once I get the pipe cut. Drop it over the top here. I'm going to drop it around the inside. I'm going to pour some rock in this hole. I'm going to pick this up so it sits on top of the rock, so it's not sitting in the dirt, because I don't want that weep hole to get plugged. This is just 1 inch, maybe a bit bigger. Just laying around the property. The hardest part is putting the lid on, because if you didn't drill the hole right or set the bucket correctly, you're never going to get the lid on right. That might work. So that's about 6 inches of rock. Now we're going to take baling wire and secure the post, or the hydrant, to the T-post after I bend a little more to make sure it's straight, because I'm not a very good hammerer. I mean, it's straight enough, right? I'm using stainless steel baling wire because it will not corrode. You can use whatever you want. I wouldn't use plastic zip ties. Those things tend to rot. So we're going to secure it 3 or 4 times with this. We're going to fill the bucket with more rock to make sure that weep hole is protected. Because I didn't put my lid on first like I should have, well, anyways, we'll cut a slit in this and we'll just kind of bend it around and put it on here. I'll show you here in a second. Right back. Now we got the post secured to the T-post, the hydrant secured to the T-post. Got a piece of fabric on top here. I'm going to finish filling this bucket with rock. A little bit of dirt. Again, that'll protect the weep hole. So I took my lid, used a razor blade, cut a slit in it. Just to fit around here like so. It's over the T-post. All my wires. Walk it down. And this is what I was talking about. If it ain't perfectly in the middle, you're in trouble. Now we're going to have to finagle this thing to get it to put the lid on here. Alright, so that's the lid on there. Then we take our fabric, because we want to make sure that we don't get any stuff inside there. Remember? I used to have electrical tape. I think I threw it somewhere. So I'm going to take some electrical tape because it's, you know, it's God's greatest gift next to duct tape. I'm just going to bunch it up here. It's going to look terrible because I'm not a fabric guy. I'm not a seamstress. And you don't have to do this, but this dirt out here in Idaho that I have on my property is real silty, so it will fill this bucket up within a few years. And this is just to hold it in place so when the dirt hits on top, it'll stay. Maybe. Putting this tape on to hold the lid on. I don't want the lid to come off. And that is how you, or how I, install a frost-free hydrant. All we gotta do is turn the water on now. Rinse and repeat if you got more to do. Half thumb out.